Hi, I'm Sam Santiago. A couple of years ago, maybe you're like me, I was struggling to figure out how the heck to create a budget. I was a big fan of Dave Ramsey. I'd listen to him on my way commuting to work every day, and he just kept repetitively saying, you need a budget, you need a budget. He even came out with an app called Every Dollar. Before that app, I had used Mint and a couple other apps. They didn't help me either. I was just as lost. I would create a big, long Excel spreadsheet, and by the end of it, I'd be like, whatever, hopefully I have money left over at the end of the month. So I didn't give up. I ended up looking on YouTube till I figured out a way to make creating a budget simple and easy for a mathematically challenged guy like me. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. You already know you need a budget. Here's how to create one. So above, you're going to see an Excel document. Now this is my actual budget. Now I don't have a perfect budget. This is just where I'm at right now. I'm not where I want to be financially, but utilizing this, I was then able to do the snowball effect to pay off a couple credit cards like Dave Ramsey talks about. He's the man. I'm just a guy that figured out how to create a budget by looking at some YouTube videos, and I'm here to share with you what I figured out from the videos and add a little bit of Sam into it. So you're going to notice a green side and a blue side. The green side represents from the 1st to the 15th of the month because I get paid every 2 weeks. Now if you look there towards the bottom of the green part, you're going to see CK, which stands for check. For me, it's $2,000 a month. That's with after tax money. That's with my income and my wife's part-time income. She's also in school full-time, and once she graduates in a couple of months, we're then going to have our college bill to pay. But in the meantime, as it stands right now, in February of 2017, the only big bills we have are her car and the mortgage. That's it, no credit card debt. Hallelujah. So looking again on the green side of it, we're gonna start looking from the top of it now. You're gonna notice a whole bunch of cells that are like yellowish, orangish. If you want to utilize an envelope payment system, those are the things that you could certainly go to the ATM, grab the cash, and then put all the monies into those respective envelopes. I tried that. That didn't work out for me long term. That got boring, way too detail oriented for me. Again, I'm a creative person. I'm not really into details like that. Doing that was like strangling me. So that's probably why you're watching this, because you might be similar to me in that respect. Kind of a free spirit. So going from the top of the list, groceries, eating out, I found looking back at I'm a Bank of America customer, looking back online at Bank of America statements, eating out is what was killing us. It was our Achilles heel. So we had to reduce that as much as possible. And I failed to mention I also have a 4-year-old. So it's myself, my wife, and my 4-year-old that are living off this budget right before you. Home supplies like toilet paper, this is like Costco runs, fixing the car for repairs and whatnot, insurance, premiums, prescriptions, things like that. Eating out with chefs. The chefs are my in-laws. So whenever they come to town, they live in Lake Havasu and we live in the Phoenix area, about a 3.5-hour drive. Whenever they come to town, they like to go eat out. So we like to save for it. So when they come, we don't have to say, sorry, we don't have any money to go eat out. And a clothing fund. Every so often, we'll get some new clothes. Of course, there's gasoline, car insurance, blow money. That just means spending cash. Of course, our mortgage and Cox Internet. And that's basically it. And at the end of the day, before the 15th, before we get our second check, we only have $82 left in the beginning of the month. So we're very, very bottom heavy. Now, if we look on the blue side, at the end of the month there, we have over $1,000 left over, which is good because we're going to need some of that to carry over. Now, one thing I want to emphasize, and I know I said a little confusing, is that the green side of the house represents from the 1st of the month to the 15th of the month. So that represents the first paycheck I get for the month. The blue side of the house represents from the 15th of the month through the 30th or 31st or 28th, the end of the month, okay? So again, the blue and the green represent an entire month, 2 weeks of each month. So I just wanted to put that out there to make it crystal clear that each of these is not an individual month. Both of these together are 1 month. let me back up a sec. If you're into Dave Ramsey, you already know his step number one is to save $1,000. So in case of a rainy day, something unexpected happens, you have that $1,000 that you can rely on before doing a whole snowball technique to pay off the bills. But that's not what this talk is all about. This talk is specifically about you creating a budget. What I recommend you do, okay? Don't go and just use my fields and plot your numbers in there. I suggest you start from scratch, whether it's Excel or numbers or some free spreadsheet software. It doesn't matter the application. It's very simple. You create the two sides of the house for the first of the month and the 15th of the month, or whenever you get paid, supposing you get paid every 2 weeks. You do that, and then you're going to put all your expenses by looking at your bank statements. Okay? It's not hard, and it's going to go by really quick. You could do this easily within 45 minutes. And then you're going to figure out, holy crap, I do spend a lot of money eating out. Holy crap, maybe I do drink too much. Whatever the situation is for you. And at the end of the month, where it says leftover, theoretically, that's the monies that you could use towards the snowball technique. And that's what I did to pay off some credit card debt. And also to pay off my daughter's extremely expensive hospital bills. Holy crap. I'm not gonna brag and tell you how much we paid off. We paid off a considerable amount. And now I have a goal. Once my wife goes back to work, I wanna pay off the house. I wanna pay it off completely, be done with it, 15-year mortgage, and on top of that, keep dumping money on top of that to pay it off as soon as possible. And it's not even worth going through the blue section, because again, these are just my expenses. What matters are your expenses. And that's the whole idea of this, make it simple, super, super simple. You have, again, the two sections, the blue and the green. You don't like those colors, use different colors, I don't care. But when I found this online, there's a couple on YouTube, and I'll share a link to their video. They're kind of weird, they're a little out there, but they're brilliant. And this was just simplicity at its best. So I utilized their idea. I don't think they'll care that I'm sharing it with you. And I kind of salmonized it. I made it a little bit better in my opinion. So that's the basic gist. Hope you found it somewhat beneficial. Let me know what you think. Ciao.